so nice to meet Miss Lisa.
Nice to
Miss
meet
or
you.
Mrs.
Miss Lisa.
Alright,
Now
guys, so
even hotter than going out.
These are some minor challenges that you should really work in that. But the truth of the matter is, this is the reason why most farmers fail. You know, they just tend to have this mindset that what can we do to make people interested in agriculture?
I think I really like the fact that we always speak about this.
So, if you don't understand what exactly is the core of business, you don't come into agriculture. But yes, it will just be another disaster for us.
So I remain the Unilorin farm board, and with me, everything is done. She is a graduate of the University of Ibadan, an agronomist, chief agronomist. Margarine or butter? Margarine, right? All right, I believe that a lot of people don't know the difference between margarine and butter. Many misconceptions have been happening in the market arena or area, as the case may be. In this video, we are going to be discussing about agricultural regulations, the law governing some of these things, and some of the food we take in that has really been not nice to our body, but we keep taking them in, and we don't have bodies that are really regulating these things, or they have some misconceptions about how they regulate it. Today, myself and Dami are going to be giving some insightful explanations and eye-opening things about some of these things that we take in. First, we are going to start with margarine and butter. So, Dami, let me ask you, margarine or butter?
We all take margarine and think it's butter. It is all called spread.
Spread.
Like put the fancy touch into it. Spread.
The way you are saying is spread,
Yes.
but before then, do not forget we've not introduced ourselves. So I don't think I need to introduce myself. And likewise, she. So I am the Unilorin farm boy, the number one agriculturist you can ever come across across the
You're
African
just jamming in your
continent.
village. You just see him. You just see him.
So, and with me today in the studio, we are going to be making justice to this topic. Is Miss. Glad to have you. And as a matter of fact, these are some of our last series that we will probably be recording together. I will tell you why later, not today, not to this video. But for the meantime, before we bounce into the topic for today, we just need you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have not, this might possibly be the last video you are going to watch if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel. So, back to our discussion. First, let me start by asking, what is the difference between this margarine and butter? We're saying spread.
To be honest, because most of what we take now, you know, you see some butter, yeah, and you see that when you melt them down, they turn to oil.
Yep.
And then some is giving that milk-like consistency. Some
Exactly.
is actually made from milk, and all of that is not. They are not the same thing. So the one that will melt down to oil,
Wait, the one we melt down to oil.
everything we eat here is margarine. We all eating margarine. They
Let
call
me-
it spread. It's spread. If you check the cover of Blue Band, it's spread you see there. Any butter is spread.
The one they used to bake. There are some they write blue bunch. There are some they write margarine.
There's simas. You know this.
Yeah. I know Simas very well.
Chin chin and all of that.
Yes.
Everything basically kind of falls under the same category. But then, you know, consistency, some other additives that have been added to it. That's why. But simas will market their own content for spread as margarine.
So you are trying to tell us that this margarine is not really healthy?
Not necessarily. It is, but in the sense that it has a lot of fat. Like packing a lot of things. It's dense. It's not, because if you see the consistency of butter itself, it's not the one that you have to.
Exactly.
It's okay. It's like very smooth consistency. And that's why you see sticks of those things. They will sell it in, all the supermarkets because it's kind of expensive. You
Mm-hmm.
get it from processes like a lot of churning and churn. Those milkmaids of that
So
time.
could it be that is that expensive? That's why they are now looking for an alternative to eat.
Not necessarily, because most of these things they have to be imported. I don't know why we can't make our own butter here. Well, we do in the sense we
Maybe
do,
minimum quantity that is not
probably us.
really enough
And
for the our
we have
consumption.
other milk products that even take. We have cheese here. We
Yep.
have wara
Yeah,
now.
yeah, Wara, yeah.
People love wara, so I don't know why this company still market. And we've all grown up with knowing all of this. I really don't think we should be allowed to mention names, but and I think we mentioned it, but people market these things as spread. They don't specifically say it's butter, but Nigerians will say bread and butter, bread and butter, bread
Yeah.
and butter. Might not necessarily.
So wait, I have two questions to ask. Number one, how can one identify butter from margarine? Number two, don't we have regulatory bodies in Africa or Nigeria as a case study that regulate everything that is sent to the market and make people understand that you are taking this? These are the repercussions or the health benefits or the health repercussions of this to your body. Because I don't think I've ever come across anybody that has really educated me or placed it out there that okay, you are taking this, this is this, this is this, this is this. These are some of the repercussions, these are some of the health remedies, these are some of the benefits of this in your body. Don't you think we have bodies? Is it that we have bodies that are regulating all this fat but are not really efficient? Or how can we go about that? Trying to bring in government regulatory bodies into this field now. But before then, what is the difference between this butter and margarine? Seeing it as a layman, how can you identify it?
So the difference between butter, not layman, but like the scientific way is like butter. Like I said, margarine has a lot of hydrogen. It's packed.
Yeah, yeah,
They've
yeah.
converted many of the fat. So
Yes.
it has this consistency that
The
it's thick.
smooth
And then when
consistency.
you melt it down, it's fat because it's oil.
Yeah.
Do you get that? So
Mhm.
because anytime I cook my jollof rice, I like to add butter. So when you see it melting down and it's already oily. So that kind of thing. Even if you want to use it to fry egg, it will melt down and
Yeah.
give you that melted butter kind of vibe. But then it's not like the other butter won't melt. It also melt obviously, but then it won't melt down to oil. The oil you see, it will still have its creamy kind of. Because when you melt butter very well, have you noticed that it's already oil?
Yeah.
But this one will still have some of its color. It won't entirely melt down. That's what I think butter is. And then you see these sticks, if you want to identify them as a layman, butter is like because of its consistency, you can't keep it, you can't just put it, it will melt and fall off and all of that. They put it
Okay.
in these sticks of butter. You see them, they'll call it a stick of butter, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So there is salted, there is unsalted butter. So
Okay.
the salted butter, maybe that's what we have here, but because the ones we have here have a lot of salt content.
Hmm.
But then the unsalted butter, I don't think it's like that. So you see them in sticks. The packaging is different.
Wow.
And most of what I've seen in supermarkets and all, they're imported produce. They are
Hmm.
not. Yeah. And to your second question, we have regulatory bodies, and it's not even the fault of regulatory bodies, but I'm margarine, the whole conversation. It's just what Nigerians made themselves to be. It's just like somebody arguing with maybe somebody arguing with somebody else and saying
Mhm.
Indomie noodles and mini me noodles and golden penny noodles and all those noodles, they are all Indomie. They're all noodles, yeah.
Yeah, they are all noodles.
But then no, they said no, it's Indomie. That's the name, Indomie. I want to buy Indomie. Which one? The red one. Do you get it? All looks like the same brand or the same thing to them, but then they don't know that they're different brands. Or like
Okay.
you say, I want to buy spaghetti. Call all form of toothpaste McClean or all form of
Yes, that's
all
true.
form of detergent, Omo, that kind of thing. So it's not these companies when they market what we call as butter, they write spread. They write spread. I don't know. Spread,
Okay.
they write that spread. I have taken to the would I say the job since we had that conversation that time. I take it to the job of checking these things, and then most of them is still
Hmm.
spread.
But what are some of the health remedies of this in our body?
In our body. Me personally, I've not noticed. Me, I've been eating it and I've been fine. But then, like I said, fat. Some people might not eat that.
So if I'm mentioning fat, does that mean things like this will cause heart attack?
It depends
That's
on. That's why it
cardiovascular.
all boils down to the person who's ingesting this thing. Because some people take bread and butter judiciously, like judiciously, and then they might have underlying health conditions that do not allow them to do these things. But then, and the fact that it contains a lot of fat, fat stores in the body, and once it can get into the wrong places or in the muscles or block vessels, and do you
Yeah.
get or constrict them, because it's actually quite good to be fit and healthy. That's why some people say, oh yeah, calorie content, that point in time. But like I said, we've been eating it, we've been having these things. Yeah.
Hmm. This-
So
These are very.
it's a very controversial topic because you just wonder why do we see these things that just call it bread and butter when it might not necessarily. The conversation was it stemmed from Twitter. That's where many people got to that. So bread and this band, the band, the
Blue
blue.
band. Yes. How do they even come about that name, blue band? Because
So that bread, that brand of spread, they don't have anything on them. They do not market it as butter. They just said spread.
but why are they not really putting these things open to educate people that okay, these are these, this is this? Because if people really know, that consumer education, if they really give people out there the consumer education, me myself, let me not lie, I have not really known the difference between this blue band, butter, spread, all
Just
this
take
word. Like,
anyone.
yes, because maybe I've not really taken time to sit down and get that consumer education the way I should also. And you can see, I'm not saying I'm very educated, but to some extent I am, because at least me to have passed through the four walls of the university, and I'm still, I'm, to some extent, I can say I'm illiterate. So comparing me to somebody who is possibly living in one village that doesn't know anything, some people don't even have opportunity of graduating or finishing primary school. So how do you expect such people to do? So to me personally, I feel it should be the responsibility of a responsible government to educate her citizens that this is this. Of course, government should don't capture every aspect, but you have regulatory bodies. That is when division of labor comes in. We should have bodies in place that are really taking care of the items we put in place. But it's quite unfortunate that in a country like Nigeria, we don't really pay attention to the food we eat. In fact, people, even the people working in the government, yeah, even the people working in the government, they cannot really boast of 3 square meal per day. And it is somebody that has eaten with satisfaction that will start thinking of eating right, not eating what is available. You get? So if we are just eating what is available, how long are we going to last in that area before
Go ahead.
before we try thinking of eating what is right?
I remember the time I bought fake spaghetti. I don't even
Face
know.
bag.
To be honest, I bought the spag. The spag did not. It's not so soft.
It wasn't soft.
Normally, when you want to cook spaghetti,
Yes.
if the water is not hot, it would get
Coagulate.
and coagulate and
Yes.
all of that. And I don't like to break my spag. I think the Italians will not forgive me if I break my spag. So I always cook it.
But you are
cold.
not from Italy.
I know, but
You are from
you respect their culture. It's just like I should see
Our-
somebody.
our culture here in Nigeria, most especially from that village you are from in Ibadan.
Don't talk about my village in Ibadan.
States that wish we are
Ibadan is
Africans.
a metropolitan city. When we're Africans, what happens?
Accepted. Well, let's go back to the spag issue.
This bag, the spag, I made sure the water was it boiled. The water boiled because I put
Yeah, before.
before I put in my spag. The spag was just very weird. It didn't settle in the water. And then I looked at the packaging and it was off. It was not even it
Wait,
was
don't mention any brand.
no, yeah,
But
yeah.
was it the regular kind of spag that we've been eating in the market?
The regular spag, the red one. And now
Wow. So, well, I want to believe that it could be that maybe somebody tried to copy
you've seen
or clone
package
the
this thing.
original.
Even water. Have you seen where they reseal? They will pick bottles of water, make sure the containers are okay, then reseal normal tap water and sell as bottled water. Coloring and something else as Coke. You buy Coke, it won't fizz. Don't do sure. I want to buy Coke, do sure.
For seriously, all these things,
Sure.
they are realities we face. They are not quite funny, but these are the realities we face. So, if government is not really being intentional about trying to fish out these bad eggs amongst the society that are really incorporating these things, giving human beings poison to eat, so you just
Poison.
discover that people are dying. But it's quite unfortunate that we have a lot of sicknesses in our body
Yeah.
that cannot really be traced. But all these things can be found. We've had stories
We'll
of
call it the
people.
black man
We've
sickness.
had we have stories of people selling drinks at the back of their houses in
Yes,
places
now.
of like Lagos here.
Yeah. And they will pack it, make it look nice and market it as this
Wow.
drinks. It's I don't think their bodies are there. NDLEA is there. NDLEA is actually a lot. I remember the times of late Madam. I have to put down Madam in front of her name. Dora Akuyili. I'm sure she
The-
was a marvelous director for NDLEA.
I don't know why good people like that don't really last.
To be honest, that was like you just see NDLEA are seized and burnt. so.
Which is good
No, but-
because
And then you see the huge amount of things that were seized and a truck high. And then I remember that time I was younger, and then you see this thing and people say, the goods of this particular people, this person's money has gone to the bush. They will say to Yoruba, money has entered.
which is better for money to
It's
enter
better
the
for the
bush
money
than
to
people's
enter
life
the bush than
perishing.
people's life perishing. Those were like there was very, very minimal drugs. And now I don't know. What is that there? They're actually doing because once in a while you will see once in a while. That's not the term I'm supposed to use, but that's the appropriate term to be
That's
honest.
the fact. We have agencies like NAFDAC, we have NDLEA,
NDLEA.
we have some of these food agencies that regulate all these things. But what are they doing? What are they doing? I just say something. I was like, if I am an employer of labor, I know I am going to be, in quotes, a wicked man to Africans because I wouldn't sit down to see things going wrong. Then I will have the average kind of the average kind of mindset that an average African or black entrepreneur will have. Things need to be done properly and right. Most especially if you want to succeed in a setting like Africa or Nigeria, you need to be strict and people need to tag you wicked. If not, because if the government is not responsible, there is no how the subordinates will be responsible. Who will hold them accountable? Nobody. So if NAFDAC is not working, NDLE is not working, some of these food agencies are not working and are not doing the right things, who is going to hold them responsible? I watched a clip of one of the governors in the south. I wouldn't mention his name. He went to the office by 9 getting to 10, and he discovered that over 75% of the workers were not there in the office. On making inquiries, it was like the woman he fortunately met in the office was telling him that they are on their way coming. On their way coming by past 9 getting to 10, they are on their way coming.
They will live by one.
Are they?
If they want to go and pick children in school.
I just hope that what he did that day is going to be implemented because he just told them to fold up their seat. That is the end of their.
That's the end now.
So I just hope that it will really, because if things like this are not really put in place, practices like this are not happening, how then are we going to have a responsible system? A system that works is not just about the government alone, I know. But if there's nobody to hold people accountable, how then is that going to work? We need to have systems that are working. Just imagine what we're talking about here. People taking in poison. Who know? Maybe possibly one of the sparks I bought over the time was a fixed spark. And due to the fact that I was extremely hungry, I didn't really take time to check the recipe, the items used to produce the spark, and I just ate it like that.
Many things. I'm very sure I've taken something I'm not supposed to take. To be honest.
So far, you are in Nigeria. You've done that. But you might not know.
You've had street snacks. You've had street food. Eugene, I remember the times of Willy was like. I wasn't. I don't know. I think when I was very young, they still had Willy. But then the times when Willy was, don't worry, they've not dreamed of having me then. But then those times I used to hear of those things that Willy times. If you hear them coming, Jesus,
you will run.
And then things were not as advanced as this. We don't have modern toilets. I know most of the time, some of these houses still had pits latrines and all. And then the gutters. They said the gutters were sparkling. How? And then you wonder, why can't we have something like that? Why?
This now boils to the question: are we truly making progress, or we are going backward?
I told you that it's like, you know, when something is like doing like this, it will go backwards. It will go backwards, then to come forward like 2 to 3 paces with one like with one innovation, and then it will go back.
Fluctuating like a cryptograph.
Is it not going backwards? Imagine fluctuating like a cryptograph. And then you know the way cryptographs used to go, they don't go up to the sky.
Sometimes it go down.
They will go down. To be honest, that's how I think that moving. Because then I don't like it because the whole world itself is actually advancing. I wrote something on my Substack. It was about how you know Karl Marx now, and how people don't really like him.
Yeah.
And I wonder if we implement, or I'm just saying, in a fictitious African continent, that we implement things that he says, it wouldn't even still profit us. And then the theories of Karl Marx were like theories that were people-centric. Let me give you an example. So if you this microphone now, the value of this microphone should not, according to him, should not be dependent on the cost of making this, but the cost of what it took the person to make this.
So that means there's a possibility that this could worth more than the amount of money
that we're
bought.
buying. Exactly. But now let's say we imagine that not a human being made this, but like I'm saying that probably like a human being made this. So the cost of maybe a pack of biscuits would be not in the amount of purchase, but in the value that went into it. Then I'm like, that's people centric. That's people looking for, people focused and all of that. But even when we come to Nigeria, would this still favor us? If you bring those stories, because they are not economically feasible. You can't obviously,
that's
because it's given, but he was a total, would I call it a totalitarian? He wanted everything distributed, not communism, but like everything redistributed from the top to the bottom.
I think I'm trying to understand. He was coming from the perspective that people's effort and brain should be rewarded.
So we shouldn't have the aristocrat that's there and enjoy old money. Although he himself, he was benefiting from his own friend. Exactly, but like he felt probably we shouldn't be having things like old money and all of that. And that's why he's still going through a lot of criticism, and he will continue to go because it's not economically feasible. But then if you bring in a fictitious African culture and bring those things that are people-centric, but you know how black we are in this Africa.
I don't want to say our mind is black because our mind is not black, but we just have to embrace.
We have a lot of good people here. We have a lot of talent. We have a lot of potential. But then when the potential is eating fake spaghetti.
Do you know the kind of potential that fake spag and fake, not just fake spag, fake food has killed?
And fake water.
You will
see your water, but bottled water, it has tangerine. You know what tangerine?
God.
You will see a very beautiful underworld of art inside your bottled water. Like
You see Okocha playing ball with Nandi, with
it's not
Kanu,
even just Okocha.
with Okocha and Kanu playing ball.
Microorganisms beneath the sea. All the beginning bottoms of
Oh,
inside your water bottle, and then you bought it as a bottled water. So why don't I just buy pure water? I should just go and do like this on that tap. So, and it's even bringing it back to agriculture, bringing it to farmers and all of that. Why are you selling fake seeds?
that's true.
I should sell some of these things might not grow, but it could have been seeds that instead of putting it in a chemical A to make it this and that, you coated it in another chemical.
Do you know? Let me tell you a story. You know, I'm a social media personnel.
Yeah.
I have been facing a lot of criticism, even up until today. If I should open my phone and show you tens of comments that a lot of people do criticize. Why? Because I produce seedlings, bell pepper seedlings, tomato seedlings, habanero seedlings, and other seedlings too as well. So comparing my price to other people's price, they'll be like, my price is expensive. Why is it expensive? They don't know that there's a possibility of people getting fake seeds. I'm not calling their product fake, but there's a possibility of people getting seeds at a lower price. And you cannot vouch for the number one, viability. Number two, the value of the seed. Number three, the originality of the seed. So you cannot vouch for it that, oh, this seed is a very standard seed that has undergone all the necessary requirements as expected by the regulatory body. So if possibly, let's assume now that my seed, I ordered it from the US or Germany, it is standard and expensive. Then the Chinese are coming out, oh, we have this product.
Why do it? The Chinese.
No, I'm not. You know, the Chinese. One thing I love about them is that they will give you what you want. They will give you what
It might
you
not
want.
be what you want, but they will give you what you want.
That's why you see they are dominating the African market. They will not. They will never develop the European market. Why? Because they know that those people are advanced. They know what they want. They understand quality. They know what is. They understand. They can easily differentiate between quantity and quality. But we in Africa, we just want it big and available at a cheaper cost. So Chinese will be like, okay, this is what you want, right? We'll give it to you. So take. They will now go and manufacture it. That's why you see somebody buying a charger made in China after 1 week. So some people, they will buy charger in the afternoon.
Because they got the China.
By evening, it will get burnt.
You shall go charger.
You will now go back to buy it again. So these are some of the things that were the same thing in the agriculture sector.
Yeah.
You got seed at a given price. So I'm telling you that I offer value, I offer quality, and I offer good standard. Why? Because I want to protect my integrity. So out of the possible 100 customers that I am getting, maybe 1 or 2 will end up patronizing me. The rest will run to this person has it at a lower price. I know who go do one for very less price. That's why you hear of sometimes building collapsing, because an engineer who is supposed to use 100 bags of cement to construct a house might end up using 75 or 50 and do it to you at a lesser price. Then another one is charging you money for that quality that he should render. Then you'll be like, no, your own is expensive. So you can see that sometimes most of these people might not necessarily live to be blamed. Why? Because they are trying to consider the customer preference. Because not everybody will be like me in the field. It's not everybody that will have the mindset that no, whether I am making money or making profits from this business, I am determined to offer value because I have a name to protect. So some people are just after money. So shaming and waiting you want, or you take. Whether you die or you live long or it shortens your life, it's none of my business. So take. So that's why we have reasons of sitting down today to discuss the issue between margarine, butter, fake seed, cold seed, all these ones. These are some of the conscious. But do you think
you that you're offering this service, and you know that okay, if I sell this at a lower price, I won't make profit, but I sleep better. I sleep with.
I mean, do you know why you are saying this?
Because I'm not in the field.
No, not necessarily because we are in the field, but it's because you still have that conscious money once it is involved.
Money, oh. Then not at this
People can do anything because of money.
money too now. Everybody likes money, but I think I even like money more than the average person. Do you know what they call me in my house? They call me Kowokwe in Yoruba. That means money must be complete because my money will not miss inside your hand, and your money will not miss. Be sure of that in my hand too. But my own money cannot miss in your hand. I don't lose money. But then I think is I would prefer that to my peace. I would prefer my peace of mind to money that
What of people that are ready to sacrifice their peace of life, peace of
peace of mind is like
mind
God gives to you and you are sacrificing it.
oh, what of people who are sold their lives out there just to make money?
Look at the end of Esau in the Bible now.
So we have people like that. There are people who are willing to die just to make money. Should be okay. What of people that go to do money rituals after 10 years you will die, but within those 10 years you will enjoy a lot. So just be less assured that people can do anything because of money. So, yeah, peace, just peace of mind. You are always hammering on. It's not everybody that values it.
No, okay, let's do not conscience, okay? Humanity.
You think it's everybody that has conscience? I am doing this. You are doing it this way because we still value conscience and we are still concerned about giving people the best, and we are still concerned about our conscience. Do you think why are we two sitting here to discuss matters like this? To open people's eyes to matters like this, that okay, something like this is happening. Can you compare our mode of content creating to people who are just after making money? Do you think
You would have discussed other things.
exactly?
You
In
would
fact,
have discussed
there are
other
people who
things.
have millions of followers, and what are they doing on social media? They are offering nothing compared to value. Yes, they are just after they are making money. Oh, there's money on social media, but we are not after money. We are just after educating people. The impact we are going to make on humanity. That is why we are here. So that alone should tell you that there is something behind this that a lot of people are not willing to look into at all. Their own, they should just make money. And once money is involved, my dear, more to this is still going to happen. But our job is to educate people that this like this. So after exactly, so after educating them, we'll now leave the choice to them. Just know that there's something like this, there's something like this, then go for your preference. By that, we can sit down and relax. To me, I feel venturing into agriculture is not just about making money or fulfilling destinies. I am here to impact lives. And I am opening people's eyes to agriculture because there's more to agriculture than just hoe and cutlass. When you mention agriculture, a lot of people will just think, oh, it is just about hoe and cutlass. It is far beyond that. Because a lot of good people have run away from this profession, then we have a lot of intruders with bad mindset that are into the field now, corrupting people.
Sorry, I interrupted. Did you have the new jam blow?
I heard of it. That's another thing that I was just reading about that last night. I was like talking about people who are going to agriculture and education that they wouldn't be right. I'm yet to confirm that, and I don't want to believe it yet. I don't know.
Confirmed me. I said it from Jam's official Twitter account, and then there were even grammatical errors that I picked, and I was like, Jesus, this person is marking my script. But
Wow.
to be honest, like,
Don't worry, we are going to discuss that. We are going to discuss that another day. But truth be told is that so most of these things, when we consider the way things are being done, how the lives of people are put into danger, and the government is less concerned about educating our citizens. You see, in our farm, I was discussing with my boss the other day, and she made mention of something. We're talking about exports because we deal with bell pepper production, tomatoes, and some of these fruit vegetables, and habanero and others. So she said something. She was like, we were discussing about international markets. So she was like, every country has a regulatory body that checks food produce that enters their country. Canada has, US, most of these European countries, if not all, they have. So if you are trying to send a produce, most especially we Africans, because they tag us to be a third world war that don't know what we are doing. And to some extent,
to
some extent, and to a good large extent, I want to believe with them. Because if you are not serious in your house, there's no way me and Esther will take you to be a serious person. You've not eaten to your satisfaction, and you are telling me that you are bringing something from your house to come and feed me. How does that sound? But these are some of the realities. So that aside, so we're discussing about some of these regulatory bodies, how they go about checking things, this and that, this and that. So these people are cautious about things that flow into their markets, things that come into their country to come and feed their people.
But it's like we are opening our own doors.
But
We
in
need
fact,
to
sometimes it is we, the citizens, that go there to go and import the contraband. Should I? No, not contraband. Expired or almost expired products there. Import it in our country, then we come and consume.
Typical African does not see anything as expired.
When last, sorry to ask this question, but when last did you buy a product to eat and you check the expiring
The only
date?
thing I do that for is color. It's right to my face. I just hold it like this. So it's expired. The only thing I do that for is color. And we are supposed to.
We are supposed to. And
Because many of the things we buy, many of the things we buy are expired. I assure you. I assure you. But even when doing these things, because you buy a produce, you buy something with the fact that you're supposed to trust the seller and the producer. It's part of like, if you want to register in whatever you're doing with NAFDAC, any service you're providing, you have to make sure that the consumer of your produce trusts in your produce, that, and it's like I'm putting my health on you and saying, okay, this is my health. All this.
it's just like entering a plane without
Exactly.
knowing the pilot, but you trusted
but
the
you
person
trust
to
the pilot.
land
You might not
safely.
know the pilot, but you
Yeah.
trust. You should trust your pilot because you have no other option. Shall I say, because Kini, I should not buy stuff outside to eat. I will buy now. I'll buy rice. Why are you taking rice and mixing expired? And I've seen videos of them mixing rice from years ago that has weevils and
So
probably
a
the
current
old
new rice.
to current new rice. I know you might not notice because you just see this thing. It's two colored. It's two tone. But because you still see the fresh one, you think, oh,
You
probably
just assume.
you just assume. Why? And but people stock these things in bags.
Look at the story of this bread, this bomb bread story that has been trending over time. You know, I these are
Bread when they expire.
because if you look at the way even some of these, should I no, are they wholesalers or retail? Most of these people that sell in shops, if you have a product or a produce in your shop and you notice that this produce has expired, you have to either withdraw it from your shelf and discard it. But the person is thinking that, oh, the money I used to buy this produce, why should it waste? They are more concerned about the money than the lives of
Then
people they will put at stake.
Why not just stop what?
Do you know what they will do? If the product has expired or is about expiring, they will go and buy new produce. And they will push the new produce to the back. And the ones that are expiring, they will push it to
Even
the front.
supermarkets do this.
Even
Supermarkets do this.
they do it, right?
Yes. Supermarkets do those things. You see the new sometimes, and me as a very, I don't know, as a with the knowledge, I'll reach for the ones at the back.
At the back.
But then, where am I supposed to be reaching for the one at the back?
It's because you don't trust.
The supermarkets will get to these things from.
But even aside that, it's good that you don't trust them because you cannot say your life first. Because let's assume today you eat an expired product or almost expired product. Next tomorrow you eat another. These are some of the times that you just after a time you just discover that cancer is erupting. Some of these untreated disease are just coming out of your body, and this is the reason why I will encourage people to eat healthy and eat from the source. But come and become a farmer, you will say no.
Some people might even be restricted or not have the source nearby.
Do you think so? Because even in developed places like Lagos, Nigeria, we have places that Only it might be expensive, oh, but when you talk about developed countries, and maybe some of these European countries, you can really tell that they are depending on some of these chemically grown produce or grown by fertilizer or some of these nutrients, artificial nutrients. But a country like Nigeria, look at here, for example, look at everywhere. We have trees. This is coconut. This is a palm tree. I think that is a mango tree down there. We have almost
All the
everywhere
trees, everything.
from the source. So you cannot tell me that this is grown with fertilizer, that is grown with artificial nutrients. We have them in abundance in Nigeria. In fact, Nigeria should have a more life expectancy rate than anybody in the European world. But it's quite unfortunate that despite the fact we are taking it from the source, we still have a lower life expectancy ratio compared to
Nigeria stress now.
eh,
And even though we have very optimal climates for agriculture, for the human living and see, it's stress, but we are used to it. Our bodies
my body
made
cannot
to
be used to
it.
to it.
But climate change is also affecting things that are shifting to the. I remember one time I was having a class, and then my lecturer was saying something about Ibadan.
Yeah.
Ibadan used to be a rainforest. No, I doubt it. The rain there has been very, very, very weird. They don't have complete again.
As a result of climate
So
change, that is
Ibadan is
global
now
warming.
moving towards the Sahara. Not Sahara. I mean sub-Sahara. No, not sub-Sahara. I'm sorry. Sahel.
Sahel Savannah.
Yes, that kind of thing. The rainforest is no longer a rainforest. It's like moving upwards towards the belt, or the belt is coming down.
Hmm.
The certification is spreading. So all these things also add and make people. Because as we're sitting here having this conversation, one bit, one bit here. So it. See, we just need to actually do better. Make things. So eat from the source. Take care of yourself. And you as an organization, you have millions, lives of millions of people in your hand. Try to be very transparent with it. Try to change narratives. Your product as something. Try to tell them this is what our product is.
And that is one of the reasons why I am always intentional about not trading my integrity for anything.
Integrity
Anything
is
I'm
like
doing.
very, very
at all.
important. It's like one of the most important things.
I don't care if I have very little or minimal customers that are willing to pay for the price of
that
getting
you are
good health
offering.
that I'm offering for my effort and everything. But you see people who are just here to get to, and it's quite unfortunate that we have a lot of people like that mindset saturating the industry everywhere. A lot of people are venturing into agriculture, ready to do anything just to make money. So you see people with very big fruits of bell pepper that is accumulated with fertilizers and everything, and yet you you go for that. So you see a bell pepper that is weighing like 300 grams, and mine is weighing like 250, and this 250 is more expensive than that of 300. Not knowing that this person, this is what he has done to his, and you are telling me that this, and so they rather go for that. So, but me, even if I'm giving you at a very minimum, I'll make sure that I am giving you what my conscience is clear. I'm not into the field just to make money. I am there to sell something valuable to you. So that, in fact, it's just so bad. I was discussing with somebody in one of these African countries.
Yep.
I wouldn't mention the name. So we're talking about this fruity vegetable production, and I was telling him about some of the modes at which we grow ours like that. So he made a statement. He was that he used fertilizer to spoil his plants.
Why is the fertilizer to spoil your plants?
You know what that
You want
means?
them to spoil.
He no like he
I
will
said pack them with fertilizer.
left and right. So just imagine the residues of all this nitrogen, potassium, everything accumulated here. Once
Since we even overshadow the nutrients the vitamins that you're supposed to be getting from
you are
it.
now consuming it. You are not consuming it. You are not consuming it. Imagine you consume that consecutively for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. Tell me that will not shorten your lifespan. This is not a matter of prayer and fasting in churches. And we are discussing realities now. So we need to consider things like this. I feel the government should invest more in this field of agriculture and be intentional about training people who will go into commercial form of agriculture, and they will be intentional about giving the plants calculated amount of nutrients that will make them grow to the barest minimum. That, of course, this is, let's not lie, 100% organic cannot really be ascertained, but we need to do everything calculated.
Mhm. All these conversations that we always have, every time we want to do something, we beg the government. We're always just
No,
begging the government.
the reason being that for a layman in Africa, you will not have that capital. That's just the fact. Except you have the backings of somebody somewhere. And who is that somebody that will help you? We have the government that is there that should have, but it's quite unfortunate.
Government is
You hear
responsible for
people,
you.
you hear people like Elon Musk who are saying that, oh, after I relocated from this country to this country, the government backed me up or gave me a grant of so millions of dollars to start up something like this, like this, like this, like this. How many people have you heard that the government has backed up
Yeah.
in agriculture to start up something?
They do their own.
They do, but it's them.
Them.
This should be true to the public. Somebody like me, I have the knowledge. I've invested a lot in agriculture just to have the knowledge. If you give me like $1 million to set up a facility, oh, this guy, I can see that you are good in this aspect of agriculture. Governments will call upon me, okay, come, we are giving this money as a grant or as a loan. Okay, go and establish something, return it back after 10 years or 15 years without a collateral or without, no, not a collateral, without interest-free loans. These are how government should be interested in empowering her citizens. But if I not hustle for myself, who will help me out? So you see, these are some of the things that we are facing. But it's quite unfortunate, but we just have to embrace it. Me, I have the mindset that the government cannot limit my potentials. Whether you support me or not, I will still fight my way to the top. Of which I already believe I'm fighting my way to the top. And I'm very cautious about the things I put in my mouth. I don't just eat anyhow. I don't just get food anywhere from even fellow farmer to farmer. I do ask, what
What is the source?
is the source? How do you treat it?
Exactly.
Exactly.
What have you done to this?
What have you done to say? So because I understand the system, even if you try to code it in a way that will not make it look bad, I will understand that, oh, this is where this person is going to. And that is how it should be. So it's quite
It's not like
on.
Christians. The bodies are there. Just the work is just not as have in covering these things.
Hmm.
In covering. I remember the last seed act that I was checking through. It was in 1999.
1999.
For sure, it's not recent. Just so that it's not recent.
That is over 27 years ago.
If you have a 27-year-old
Man.
you know how tall and how
Man or
mature,
woman.
how mature the person is. Jesus. Fine.
We are calling on the government to really put in mind
We
to
always
this thing,
call on the
because
government.
yes, because they are the ones to be responsible. If they sit up, the whole system will be up. Because I want to know, and I'm sure that we have people who are of positive mind set in the system, but they don't have a voice to change and influence things. There's a limit to what I can do. There's a limit to what you can do. But if the government is up, that this is not going to happen in my community, I am responsible over my citizens, I am this, I am that, there will be a drastic change. And that is the reason why every one of us should fight for good governance this coming 2027, because it should be intentional. Get your PVCs, register. And I'm not campaigning for anybody. I'm not going to mention anybody's name, but I feel for you to watch this video or come across it, you have the sense of judgment to judge what is good and right. Check among all the contestants and who your mind goes for and tells you that this person is capable of transforming our lives and giving us a good place for us to live. Vote for the person. I'm not going to mention anybody's name. I have who I'm going to vote for already. I'm not going to tell you. Look for that person for yourself. So, Miss Ami, I don't know. What do you have to say about this topic finally before we round it up?
Mm. I think for this on this subject that we're discussing,
Yeah.
like you've called on the government do something. If people should do something, we consume a lot of fakes and it's not, and also we ourselves as individuals we should, like you said, I think integrity is very, very integrity is one of that should be the guiding rule book of humanity. Honest, be transparent, be open with whatever you're doing. And make sure that whatever services you're providing to anybody, provide them with a lot of honesty. Love, see, the Bible said it finish, and I'm very sure that religious books do this thing. Love your neighbor. You
As
can't
you
love your
said.
neighbor. Let's be honest, you can't love your neighbor and be selling fake bottled water or sell fake spaghetti. That spaghetti pay me, oh. It pay me, oh. Whoever did that spaghetti with the lettering on the spaghetti pack was like very off. It was blurry. It was blurred out, and I was in my glasses. Don't worry. so so I because I really truly cannot understand why people just cannot. You're human. You see somebody and you just feel like I need to kill you by poisoning you.
No, they are not seeing it that way. They are looking at it that, oh,
Profit. I don't care
I
what
just
happened. I will not see you
my
again.
own is so
But
make
then
money.
you never know what happened. You never know what happened. Something happened recently, and a trailer was not fastened. The accident happened in Ibadan. The trailer was not fastened to its truck, and then the container fell and killed people. If the driver probably didn't see that coming, but then if the driver or whoever was in charge of that truck had done the needful, would anything have happened? You understand? So because you in your hate for people, what if maybe think of it as what if your child gets a hold of this thing? What if like the truck driver or the person was in charge that chose to be nonchalant? What if maybe the kid of that person walked out to get something at that instant? What would happen? Now start screaming, hey, village people! Village people don't hate you as much as you hate yourself because no, you hate yourself too much. So we all need to just put the fact that just love your neighbor as yourself. That's like the only thing you should live by, even if you don't live by anything, live by. Love your neighbor. Show honesty and transparency. Try to intentionally poison your neighbor because of money. What if you have the money and something happens and somebody else does the same thing to you and you die? No, now. So do you understand? Love of money is the root of all evil. So, government, I'm tired of begging people. Leave me alone.
All right, thank you so much for your inputs into this topic. We've really spoken about some of these regulations and the rules that are governing our food industry, and it's something that we really need to put in more effort to. Farmers, we need a lot of people to come into this field, and
Put your head down.
we need people to come into this, not just people who are after money, but people who are willing to change the system. How many people have discouraged me that why would I be doing agriculture? But me, I know what I'm seeing here and I know what I want to change.
Potential, yeah.
No matter what you are, anybody that is in control of what you put in your mouth as food has authority and control over you.
The person can kill you
The
now.
person can hear you. So you are a medical practitioner, you are a nurse, you are a lawyer, you are a pharmacist, you are an architecture, you are an engineer, you are a civil anything, you are a politician, everything. We need to be taken more seriously because we are the one that determine what you put in your mouth as food. So I may decide to poison you. How then would you know that? Codedly, gradually I will be killing you until one day discover that you've developed a particular illness that cannot be cured. We don't even know how. Then the scientists will just, or the medical doctors will use it as an experiment until
look
you
at
pass
this.
on.
Sorry, just to end. I know we've ended, but like, look at this antivirus thing.
Yeah, you see.
Like shaking the world right now. Is there going to be another pandemic, or is there not going to be another pandemic?
Let's not pray for another
Let's not pray
pandemic
for-
to have
To be honest, people pray for pandemics. Are they okay at all? To be honest, you say you want to lock in. Who told you that there will be an opportunity to lock in? Are we going to have another TikTok new or something? What do you want to lock in into? TikTok? Not to be honest.
they want to make money.
From what? You don't
Yeah.
understand that. See, one generation, Kaoli, is only allowed to have one pandemic. Because
And we've had one already, right?
one already. That's what I'm telling you. You're only allowed to have one because that one, that's like the first ever you're going to be having in a long time. So everybody will be bringing fresh new ideas. But now we're having two within a space of 6 years. It's nothing for you. You will press for tire. You will not come alive. So let's just pray we find a cure, because look at how that stuff started from a cruise ship. What kind of stupid rat how did the rat even get it, to be honest?
A cruise ship.
On a cruise ship, isn't it supposed to be luxury or something? But let's just not pray for another pandemic.
Hopefully it's not going to happen.
That's when people probably maybe they want to lock in on agriculture. So but I doubt it. Because you cannot be praying for another lock-in if you're a farmer. How?
Then when there was pandemic and there was a lock-in, they gave farmers free access to roads. You can go anywhere just to go and supply food. I remember then. So maybe because of that, they are now praying that, even if there's a lock-in,
wait.
they will have free access to
But
go anywhere.
if they declare lock-in today, lockdown today, pandemic today, it's by tomorrow you will plant now. And stop. You don't understand.
No, they already have in stores.
Which store? They should bring it out if they have in stores. Because you plant, maybe if you want to lock in on agriculture, they declare, okay, everybody go back to your houses. It's social distance and all of that. By tomorrow, you go to the farm, you plant. You will wait for it to grow.
Yeah, definitely.
What if lock-in finish? Please, they should just get out of my face.
Let's hope for the best. All right.
Moving forward.
All right, guys. It's been nice. If you watch this video up to this moment, you are not really subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly do that now, because we are going to be having more subsequent discussions on how to go about educating you, not just some regulations that are favoring the food arena, but we discuss everything related to food and agriculture. So see you in our next video. I remain the Unilorin fanboy, and with me has been Miss Zami. She is a graduate of the University of Ibadan, an agronomist, chief agronomist.
The greatest.
All right, so it's been nice talking with you. See you in our next video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Bye.
Bye, guys.